Mic check, test, test. Just making sure everything sounds good. Let me put a little monitor so I can hear myself. All right, we sound pretty good. We sound pretty good. Uh, this is another episode of Spinning the Block. I'm not gonna be on here too long, just cause I do have to get to sleep eventually. Because I did work last night, so it's been a whole thing. Um, At the most, I'll try to keep it to 2 hours at the most. Because I need to sleep. How's it going, y'all? It is Nexus here. I'm here with Tom. Tom is here too. But yeah, it is morning, and I'm not used to being conscious during the day, or at least when the sun is out. So, alright, we're good. But yeah, I just want to make sure that my audio is coming through pretty good. Let me turn that off just so it doesn't throw me off. But today I was made privy to some information. Apparently rapper Talib Kweli, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Talib Kweli. I don't fucking know how. I don't know. I probably butchered the fuck out of his name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I've been doing research for how long have I got home at 6, about 6:20, 6:30. Well, yeah, I got to my computer at about 6:20, 6:30. I was made privy to this information while I was at work, and I immediately started doing research. I went down the rabbit hole. Um, and there's some tea on both sides. I'm not too familiar with this rapper. Da, da, Datin? Is that how it's pronounced? Date? That I I see the phonetic spelling of it. Is it Datin? I think it's Datin. Because it was formerly Datin or Datin way a long time ago in one of his older rap battles, and then he changed it to the new spelling, Datin. Hey, Couch Potato, good to see you. Yeah, I'm diving into this uh Datin and Talib Kweli battle beef that kind of just popped out of nowhere. Um, it was put in my suggestion box, so as per my own rules, I am going to go over it, and I'm gonna see what's up. I'm gonna see what's happening. So let me go ahead and bring you to my research. Pulling up a chair on you're on your lunch break already. Oh man. So I won't keep you. I won't bore you with the gory details. I want to see. So ninth, the whole spectrum of it is that um Talib attacked this person for having, I guess, being having their beliefs or whatever as a Christian. He's not on Twitter anymore. He was banned from Twitter. He's banned from Instagram. So he lies solely on Facebook right now, where he is still making posts trashing this other rapper, Datin. So he's still, as of right now, I wish I was joking with this. Like, it genuinely. Whoops, those are my notes. I need Windows. Those are my files. Oh, now you want to show me. Okay. Alright, Streamlabs. No, it's fine. Alright, so here's what's going on here. Let me move my camera. Hi, hello. Bam. So as of, let me refresh his Facebook page and see if he's posted anything else. So as of 22 hours, he's made posts about the rapper Datin. This is the rapper in question. Um, he kind of looks like a fat John B. Not even gonna hold you. That's my first thought when I saw him. I'm like, why does he look like a fat version of John B from like the early 2000s? Like if that's just him, but just kind of like blow up his face a little bit, that's what he looked like. I'm not saying this to be mean, Datin. If you were listening, if you catch wind of this, I'm not making fun of you. That was just what I thought about when I saw you. I'm like, oh, he looks like kind of looks like a fat John B. But yeah, Talib's been calling him everything from MAGA to the Yahtzee to, yeah, like just the Facebook is going crazy right now. Um I have no idea what's happening, people. Just it's a huge melting pot of people from the memes. Apparently, due to the memes, uh Talib does this often. He does this very often. He gets into fights with people who are either of Christian faith or white, and he calls them everything from a Yahtzee to a bigot to MAGA to a racist. Yeah, he calls them everything, and then goes on a whole smear campaign on social media, essentially slandering this person into the ground. So he has done this enough to where people have identified it as a pattern. And so whenever he crashes out on somebody new, they literally are just like, oh shit, who's he crashing out on today? Um, so his Facebook is still going crazy. This is the only other place where he can actually make his shit. Yeah, see, like the memes here. The he is staunchly against white rappers and white Christian rappers, I guess. And he's like, I understand the MAGA rappers. Those are the ugh. We're not even gonna we're not gonna talk about those. My stomach and my brain cells aren't functioning enough to even touch that with a 10-foot pole. But yeah, he's like, he posts fucking shitty Facebook memes. Yeah, and then once in a while he's got like some conscious shit. Because I didn't come into this unprepared. Okay. Oh yeah, see even this one calls him angry little Yahtzee cosplaying as Eminem. Uh, and apparently this video was taken from Datin actually responded to this. Here we go. It said, I know that's probably small as fuck for y'all. There we go. It says, Dag, you can't be this slow. This was over 20 years ago, way before I was a Christian. Qua, either shut up or hold this L. I cooked you, now do something about it. So, everybody's talking about this dispatch. Everybody. I've been seeing this shit all over Twitter. It's on his fucking Twitter. This is Datin. Or, yeah, Datin. I'm gonna call him that. So he's reposting shit from everybody from Luca Petta to Cloak the Scribe, because he did his video on it, on Cologne or Cap. People just out here. Il Rogers just tweeting and he's retweeting it. So people are genuinely just like hyping up this diss track. Yeah, and people are just I haven't heard it yet. But apparently this is it. But it's on YouTube. I have it pulled up already. So he's an underground rapper too, so he's been in the underground scene for a very long time. So this post was made as of July 10th, 7 days ago. It's officially been 4 weeks and 1 day and Talib Kweli still has my name in his mouth. At this point, Twitter and Instagram banning him for harassment is starting to make a whole lot of sense. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Audie. Good to see you, Blue. Couch just booked the holiday. What? You booked a holiday for yourself? Lucky. My mom wants to go on another vacation. She likes cruising. She really likes cruising, and since she's retired now, and because the casino that she goes to gives out free cruises like they're candy, she's like, "Oh, you gotta come with me. It's gonna be really fun." Yeah, let me take my well, at the time I was like, yeah, let me take my single fucking fat ugly ass onto a ship with a bunch of old people, couples, and screaming children. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. This was not me right now. This was me way back in the first time she ever asked me to go with her. So, um, honestly, I would kill to just escape and go on a cruise and just be sexy in my own little weird goth corner and just, sip Mai Tais on the beach and soak up some sun. But I will do it. I will. I don't know when she's gonna be going on hers. I don't know. It's just these bitches. This shit costs money. Shit is expensive, and I'm like, I want to get to the point where I can do that, where I can like go on vacations with my mom and everything. But it's just I can't. Uncle Sam is elbow deep up my ass, and there isn't shit I can do about it except work. Fucking country is draining me dry. Oh, you said holiday instead of vacation. So, oh shit, hold on. This is 3 weeks. Just so you know, it's been 3 weeks later until Talib Kweli is still running his mouth and harassing me on Facebook. I left it alone, but he just won't give it a rest, so I'm giving y'all a heads up. So it doesn't look out of left field when I punish him on record. And that's before he dropped the diss track. Because every time Talib Kweli has mentioned Datin, he has actually like mentioned him directly on Facebook. He has put the at Datin, you're a racist Yahtzee MAGA piece of shit, and you're a bigot and you suck. Na 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 boo boo. So we go from there. A little background. Talib is already, as you saw here, Talib's accounts on Twitter and Instagram both got banned. And this is The Guardian. This is the official article from 2020, August 5th, 2020. Kweli has been suspended for repeated violations of Twitter rules, but denies harassing Maya Moody on the platform. So there was a whole situation where this girl who went by like more money Maya or something like that made a post on Twitter. I think she like reposted something that oh yeah, here we go. The dispute began on the July 9th after Kweli responded to a tweet Moody made about another tweet listing rappers married to black women, including Kweli. Literally, almost all of them are married to light-skinned women, but that's a conversation for another day. So, it was a post being shady, taking their shots, being like, how come all of these famous rappers are all married to light-skinned women? There's no dark-skinned women representation, which I get it. A lot of it is a little suspect. But I mean, people like what they like. It is what it is. As long as they're not being like, oh, I'm better than you because my wife is light skinned and your wife isn't. I don't care if they have a light skinned wife or a light skinned partner. I don't care. Why the fuck is that any of my business? So Talib Kweli took some offense to this, and rather ignoring it and continuing on with his music career because he's supposed to be famous and he's supposed to be touring and he's supposed to be being rich, he absolutely thrashes this girl on Twitter. Um makes multiple posts harassing this girl. His fans, in typical, in almost honestly kind of barb-ish fashion, they go after this girl. They harass her on her socials. They dox this poor woman. They put all of her personal information out there on the internet. They put photos of her, photos of her family. It was a mess. They really just like dragged this girl to hell and back because she made a shady little post on Twitter. And it's like, why do you have this much time on your hands, sir? First and foremost, you're supposed to be rich. You're supposed to be a fucking rapper out there, doing your craft, touring. Why are you on social media all the time? Like, it would be fine if it would be understandable. I could give you some grace if it was just one or two tweets at a time. But 10 to 20 10 to 20 tweets about one person is a little obsessive, mind you. I'm not even gonna. I listened to the Black Star album. That shit is fire. I didn't even know that he used to rap with Mos Def, who now goes by Yassine Bey. I didn't know that. But research. I did my research and I listened to the whole Black Star album. Fire album. 10 out of 10. I see why people like it so much. I see why it is a hip hop classic. So, all the shit he was talking about, all the positivity shit, all of the, fuck the system, all of the uplifting our communities, uplifting our people, uplifting our queens. And it's just like, he just dragged this woman to filth because she made a shady little comment about a situation she has very little information on. And I genuinely just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth investing all of that energy into. Like, I don't know why you would invest this much energy into somebody being shady about you on the internet when you're a household name like Talib Kweli. You and Mos Def are household names, nigga. Black Star is a household name in black household. Why is this bothering you to the point where you're launching entire smear campaigns on Twitter enough to get banned? Twitter barely bans anybody. You have to say some truly horrendous shit to get banned on Twitter. Like, you really have to just be acting and you have to be out of pocket to get banned on Twitter. Even the president, it took him fucking months before they finally was like, all right, bro, you gotta settle down. We're suspending your account, and then we're banning your account. So then he moved over to another platform, and he got in trouble not just on Twitter. He got in trouble on Instagram. He also got in trouble on Blue Sky. I don't know how the fuck you do that, because Blue Sky is just as bad, if not worse, than Twitter. It's just full of the weirdest, most degenerate people I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how you get in trouble with them. You really have to be on a different type of energy to piss them off. But yeah, it was all over this girl who retweeted a tweet that was made by who made the tweet? No Name? Yeah, she made the tweet, and then this moody chick retweeted it, and then he just unleashed his entire, like, the hive mind, and they just fucking, like, he accused her of hypocrisy over her race comments, sympathizing with, oh yeah, and of sympathizing with white supremacists. Those were among the accusations. So, she ended up getting mobbed by his fans. They made threats of violence and sexual abuse on her on Twitter, which she reposted with screenshots. So she has receipts of people who are fans of Talib Kweli making threats, horrific threats towards this woman because she made a shady tweet on Twitter. If John B. and Snow had a baby, I'm dead. I just now read that, and now I can't unsee it. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. It gets deeper. It gets a little messier. Moody also cited a case where musical collaborator is it Reese? Is it? I think it's Reese. Had sued Kweli for sexual harassment, which he denied. Claim was later dismissed by the judge. Uh, oh, his phone number got posted online. I didn't even know that. Holy shit. Okay, so it was No Name. The rapper No Name criticized Kweli during his frequent messages, saying the silence from male rappers while Talib Kweli harassed black women for weeks. Disgusting. Yeah, he did this for weeks. Like that's where I'm just like, I gotta hold everybody accountable. She shouldn't have made the shady tweet, you know, but people are gonna talk their shit because people are messy and they like talking about messy shit on the internet to get likes and views and tweets. And people are entitled to their opinions, whether informed or not. People are entitled to their opinions, especially on the internet where everybody's posting their opinions online every single day. Um, Opinions are like ani. They are everywhere, and a lot of times they are full of shit. So it's best to take the opinions of people on the internet with a grain of salt. That's not to say, like, even take everything I say as a grain of salt. I'm not gonna be like, oh, hang on my every word. I'm here to educate, so like 9 times out of 10, I'm coming with receipts. I try to back up my claims with facts and logic and research, not based on personal fifis and personal opinions. I do research, and then I give my insight later based on like the gravity of the situation. So that happened. Uh, No Name called him out, and I think this is literally chain linking off of an issue that he had with Jaguar Wright. Sorry, I'm tired as fuck. Where Jaguar went off on an IG live and completely aired out a whole lot of niggas. Everybody from Talib to the Roots to Common to fucking I'm trying to think who else. Like it was crazy. Like she was really just like airing these niggas out and for like heinous shit too. The shit she was accusing Talib of and Common. She I can't remember. I did read it. She accused Talib of hiding in her dressing room and watching her get dressed and undressed in between shows. Um, and I watched a little bit of the IG live as she was talking about, you know, her experience with the Roots and her experience when she was with did she say Bone Thugs? I don't think it was Bone Thugs. It was one of those groups where she was like, I was dating somebody 20 years older than me, something like that, and specifically so that nobody would mess with me, like, and try to do things to me without my consent. Yeah, it was it was hard to listen to. One, because the audio was fucked up, but on the other hand, it was because like she genuinely sounded like she went through some shit. Um, Yes, phone. Thank you for telling me that it's time for me to go to bed. I'm going to ignore it at least for another hour while I dive into this rabbit hole. But yes, we move on. So after No Name jumped in, Talib goes back at her after she's like, damn, this nigga's really just out here harassing an entire woman on the internet and nobody's saying anything about it. Lunch bout over, flipping between you and Koala. I'll replay the live. Hell yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Enjoy, survive work. Cause I just barely survived my shift. Let's see, a controversy that began back in 2020 rears its ugly head. It was a random conversation on Twitter that caught Talib Kweli's attention. after a woman named Maya Moody remarked that he, Killer Mike, 2 Chainz, Chance the Rapper, and other notable artists married light-skinned women. So he took offense. His fans doxed her and all of her personal information. He even mentioned her on podcasts and interviews repeatedly. Um, and Moody says that she lives in fear because these people were literally sending her death threats. So No Name finally spoke up, and Kweli was angry about that. He was like, "Oh, No Name compared me to Tory Lanez because she took the word of some stranger on the internet that I harass black women nonstop." Ironically, as he harasses this black woman on the internet, which I get it. She was talking grimy about you, bro, but like, you're not making yourself look any better by acting like this. You just fucking address it or don't, and just, I don't know, keep going, keep doing what you do, keep doing your craft. This is one out of like a bajillion people on the internet. Why are we letting the opinions of one random bitch throw you off your game? Okay, No Name is far from the only prominent person who fell from this. Because I defended myself, my family, and other hip-hop artists, I was compared to someone who allegedly shot a black woman. This morning, I was compared to R. Kelly. Oh man, they're gonna compare you to anything. That's just how people are. And then he speaks about the clout chasing, at least in this generation. And he's actually correct here. We are in the generation of chasing clout. There are people out here today who are risking everything from jail to their own lives to the lives of their families, all for some fucking internet clout. Like, it is worth almost as much as money, like as USD for some reason. Like, internet clout is on the same level as US currency in today's day and age, which I don't blame them. It's very easy to become viral. It's a little too disgustingly easy, stupidly easy to become viral. But it's also very complicated because you never know where it's gonna happen and you never know when it's gonna happen. It just kind of happens. So we move on. I can get rid of this and get rid of that. I can get rid of this. So we have here. Should I do the diss track first and then? Alright, so we'll do the video here of what led up to it, and then we will end with the diss track itself. Oh, thank you for the gold coins, Couch Potato. I appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this. I need to actually turn the audio back on. Oh, capture the audio. There we go. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Thank you for the silver star.
With Talib, he tweeted something, he's anti-Christian. So he tweeted something that wasn't favorable about Christianity. And I tapped in and I just said, yo, I don't think that's fair. He was critiquing somebody's beliefs. And I'm like, you may not agree, but these people are standing on what they believe. And bro, he went in on me crazy. Yo, you Uncle Tom, whatever. He called me a bunch of stuff, bigot, all this stupid stuff. He just sounded like the dumbest dude in the world, the way he was coming at me. And because, yo, he's one of my favorite MCs, bro.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Yo, Black Star is like a top 5 album. Eardrum is in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love his music. I was trying to be respectful, but he was real condescending, kept playing me. So I was just...
Yeah, so that whole beliefs thing that he was talking about, it was because Talib was responding to a woman. It was a Christian woman who stated that she was not going to, I think she ran a bakery and she baked cakes, specifically wedding cakes. And she refused to bake a cake for a gay wedding because the wedding, because they were gay. And because of her beliefs as a Christian, contemporary Christians, they're like, homosexuality is a sin. Um, a lot of people take it to the extreme. It is what it is. There's people out here who believe in it, and who are we to? I mean, obviously they're gonna judge, but I genuinely don't have the energy to judge them back, because one, that's against my religion. It's against my faith to judge people. Even when they're judging me, I will read them to hell and back. Oh, I'll tell the truth about themselves, and I'll put them on blast, but I won't judge, because I like to walk the path that Christ actually intended for us to walk. Lead with love, and spurn and condemn evil when it rears its ugly head. Hey Wayne, good to see you. I'm deep diving into this Talib Kweli versus Datin situation, because he just put out a diss track against him, and it's blowing the fuck up on Twitter right now. It is all over the place, and I'm starting from the beginning and getting like the root of the beef, and we're piecing it together little by little, and we're working our way up to the diss track. So I did a ton of research. I had like 15 tabs open. I wanted to get as much background on every single side of the situation as I possibly could before I started making any observations on the situation. So we're here. This is Datin right here, and he's on Panda Chop News, and this is a segment where he's actually talking about the reason why Talib was going off on him on Twitter and on Facebook, because I checked Talib Kweli's Facebook, and he is to this day still mentioning Datin, still fucking dragging him through the mud, still talking cash money shit. And it's been, according to Datin, it's been 4 weeks. This man has been dragging him up and down Facebook for 4 weeks. So I'm gonna back up a little bit just so you guys have some context.
Depending on what they believe. And bro, he went in on me crazy. Yo, you Uncle Tom, whatever. He called me a bunch of stuff, bigot, all this stupid stuff. He just sounded like the dumbest dude in the world the way he was coming at me. And because, yo, he's one of my favorite MCs, bro.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Yo, Black Star is like a top 5 album. Eardrum is in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love his music. I was trying to be respectful, but he was real condescending, kept playing me. So I was just like, yo, if I see this dude, you know what I'm saying, we gonna have to have one of them hard conversations, because he gonna see he got me twisted. Like, I'm not gonna threaten, but he gonna see. Everybody that had to have one of them conversations with me, they see. Like, yo, all right, bro. He played me, disrespected me. We didn't get to have a conversation, and then, he ends up getting banned off Twitter. But yeah, he disrespected me, and I pulled up
so
by
this
myself.
Was before he got banned off of Twitter. Interesting. So this altercation runs back a little farther than I thought. Hey Noah, how's it going? Well, good to see you, bro. Talking about this Talib Kweli versus Datin situation. This was suggested to me by my Rough Ryder Cosmic Blue Audi. I call him Blue for short. That's the homie right there. But I did hella research. Basically, he's talking about... So this all happened before Talib was officially banned from Twitter and Instagram. So this... Apparently they got a little bit of history.
Christian to Immortal Techniques concert. I mean, I wanted to see Tech. I wanted to see Hassan. I wanted to see Penn. I love them dudes. Love Penn. But I also wanted to talk to Talib. So when I saw CF outside, I'm like, yo, where Talib at? And I ain't even tell them like that. I just was gonna, if I couldn't get to him, I was gonna tell Penn, like, yo, son, let me talk to this dude. And he wasn't there, so I didn't get to have the conversation, and now he off of Twitter, so.
It's unfortunate, because you know what, like, I'm a fan of Talib's music too. Like, I
hey, yo, let me talk to you, bro. Let me talk to this dude. Sounds like a member of the mafia. He sounds like his name is Joey Rigatoni. Motherfucking Johnny Salami. Hey, yo, let me talk to you real quick. It's none personal. None personal. I just want to talk to you real quick. I just want to shake your hand. I feel like he's about to give me an offer I can't refuse.
You know, if I couldn't get to him, I was gonna tell Penn, like, yo, son, let me talk to this dude. And he wasn't there, so I didn't get to have the conversation. And now he off of Twitter, so.
It's unfortunate because, you know what, like, I'm a fan of Talib's music too. Like, you know, like, I really rocked with his album, The Beautiful Struggle, back in the day and everything too, you know. And of course, Black Star always. And I think he does great podcasting too. You know, The People's Party, I rock with, he does great work, you know what I'm saying? But it's like anytime anybody disagrees with his opinion, it's like automatically, oh, you're a Nazi, you're this, you're that, and talking pretty crazy online, where like to his own fans though, he don't even take time for like discernment to like be like, yo, are you trying to troll me? You're trying to, it's just straight out the gate, like, I'm like,
no, that's how he came at, yo, I said
it wasn't even like he questioned or tried to approach the situation from a reasonable angle. It was just like, fuck you, you're white, man, bigot, man, Yahtzee, man, you're a racist, man, you're a MAGA. And don't get me wrong, I am in no way anti-Christian, okay? I am not anti-Christian. I know people who are, and I don't judge them for how they feel, because they are entitled to feel the way they feel. And 9 times out of 10, there's a damn good reason why they are the way that they are. And 9 times out of 10, it's Christianity's fault. I follow the Christian faith. It is separate from the religious organization that likes to scam people out of their fucking money in exchange for salvation. I don't believe in buying salvation. I believe in practicing what Jesus taught, you know, the way he actually taught it, and not being a hateful, closed-minded, bigoted piece of shit and then expecting to get into heaven. Christians, I'm looking at y'all Christians. Y'all got mad at Drewski for telling the fucking truth. Even Pastor Geno Jennings got on y'all. He said he called y'all crooks. And he put heavy emphasis on that. Sounded like he was biting an apple. He said they're crooks. All you fucking mega church pastors, all you hypocritical ass pastors that scam your congregation out of their money. He called you crooks. Me and my brother were fucking dying in the car. He had one of his sermons playing, and he was talking about the Drewski skin. I'm sorry, hearing him call y'all crooks had me on the floor. But yeah, the so-called Christians who turn their nose down at everything that doesn't align with their hyper-traditional Old Testament views, or anything that doesn't align with their idea of what Christianity should be, because there's so many denominations of Christianity now that it's genuinely hard to tell what anybody is unless they explicitly say it, even though it all stems from the same main idea of Christ died because he loved us even though we didn't deserve it, and he did it to set an example so that we would, you know, follow in his footsteps and, you know, be Christ-like and treat our neighbors the way that we would want to be treated, and, you know, not be fucking assholes to people. The golden rule is lost on Christianity, and it's Christians' fault. I'm calling you out. Get called out. And then on the other side, you have the hyper anti-Christians, the ones that the Christians like to, like the whole stereotype that you see in the Pure Flix movies, where the atheist is just like this super angry, bitter, hateful, bigoted piece of shit who's just like, oh, I hate Christians, they did this to me, oh, it's war on all Christians. It's like cartoon villain levels of hatred. Yeah, there are people, unfortunately, like that exist. But instead of attacking the Christian organization that's actually, misleading the masses, they go after the ones who are genuinely just trying to follow in Christ's footsteps and be a good person and stay rooted in their faith. And it comes across as really you come across crazy, Talib. There's a lot of things about Muslim culture that I don't agree with, but am I gonna go on social media and disrespect their religion to their face? No. One, because it's awful. That's an awful thing to do, is to bash somebody's religion because you don't agree with it. And two, Muslims don't take too kindly to having their religion disrespected. Talib Kweli, you grew up during that fucking mass fucking period of time where black people were getting back in touch with their African roots and shit, giving themselves African names and reconnecting their roots to the motherland and making their pilgrimage to Mecca. You were around during that time. And there's a lot of shit about Muslim culture that I, as a black woman of Christian faith, don't agree with. Am I gonna go on the internet and slander their religion up and down? No. Because it's about respect. All these different religions exist in the world for a reason. People just grew up somewhere different, and their religion is just different. Like, Christianity is not the fucking, like, supreme religion. The only reason it's been spread, I've mentioned this before, the only reason that Christianity is as popularized around the world as it is today is because of the Holy Roman Empire. And Alexander the Great. And Napoleon Bonaparte. But mainly the expansion, the mass expansion of the Holy Roman Empire, and how they conquered damn near 2/3 of the entire goddamn world. And what religion did they practice? Roman Catholicism. That's why you have Roman Catholicism in the British Isles. That's why you have it in some parts of Asia. That's why you have it in South America, predominantly Mexico. You have offshoots of the same goddamn religion because Rome one day was like, you know what? We're gonna try to conquer the world. Why? I don't know, butt sex. And then they did. And then they couldn't keep it under control because, like Icarus, they flew too close to the sun. And it was bad for everybody. So, and then even the whole reason that black people adopted Christianity to begin with, black people in America, is because it was literally beaten into us. They fucking forced us to convert to this goddamn religion. So we did what we always do. We took the hand that was dealt to us and we made something out of it. We turned that into a W. We made gospel. Now the white people are jealous. They want to try to fucking whitewash it now. They want to try to take it. That it'd be like, oh wait, hold on. We weren't expecting you to actually do something good with this. We were just trying to subjugate you. Stop it. You stop that right now, Buster. Or I'm gonna get really mad. I'm gonna start putting raisins in all the potato salads. Like, so yes, no, judging people for your beliefs is never okay. Judging people for their beliefs, I should say, is never okay. Because you wouldn't want somebody judging you for your beliefs. 9 times out of 10, there will be people that will judge you for your beliefs. But as long as you are steadfast in your faith, and you are confident that this is what you want, and that this is ultimately the path that you want to go down. And as long as it's not hurting anybody, hello, as long as there aren't children being exploited, people aren't being exploited, people aren't being abused, I don't care what religion you follow. Unfortunately, a lot of those things I just mentioned tend to fall under the Christian banner. Not even Jews do as much of the heinous shit as Christians have done. They stay out of it. They're like, no, we don't like nobody that's not Jewish. If you're not Jewish, you're a Gentile. We don't want you here. Unless you're black, then we'll be all up in that bitch. Why? I don't know. But Jews and black people were just kind of like doing a lot of this back in the 60s and the 70s. It was just a lot of this. And Italians and Greeks. A lot of intermingling. Now all of a sudden, now Jews want to be like, oh, everybody's a Gentile. Okay, no, it's fine. You know, it's cool. And, you know, why the fuck are you running our music companies? Why are you managing our music? Why can't you stay out of the black poussoir? If y'all don't like it, it's okay. I mean, I'm just calling a spade a spade. If y'all don't like us so much, why the fuck can't you leave us alone? But I digress. So Talib Kweli is pulling another Lupe fiasco. But instead of jumping from live stream to live stream and being an insufferable asshole, Talib is basically just ranting and hyper posting on Facebook and dragging this guy's name to hell and back. So I'm gonna let this finish.
As respectful as possible, somebody that admires him, he came at me crazy from the rip. I'm just like, yo, I told him, ease up, bro. I've been around you. You not like that. Like, I've been around him before. Like, you not like that. You used to work at a bookstore. You cut cakes off. Stop this, bro.
Sorry, I was going
talking
off.
to somebody who's really like cut from that.
Chat.
So I didn't even hit him with stuff like that until like, it's crazy. I got a notification from Twitter that I was the #1 mentioned person on Twitter for that hour. All his fans was coming at me crazy. Once he kept getting disrespectful, that's when I spiced up a little bit, but I was trying to be as respectful as possible.
Yeah, so that's from what I've seen, that's exactly what happened. Oh. But yeah, he posted this old rap battle with him 20 years ago, and Datin, I keep wanting to call him Datin, I'm sorry. Datin, I know you go by Datin, or some people are gonna call it Datin, or whatever the fuck. I don't know, nigga. I'm not good with names. Especially when they branch into the strange territory. But I've learned enough Japanese to where I'm using the Japanese method of pronouncing vowels. That is Datin, until proven otherwise. Yeah, and then all of Talib's fans are, it's a mix. It's like, some people are like, bro, get off of Facebook, stop doing this, it's not a good look for you. And other people are like, riding hard for him and attacking this rapper. Why that kind of look like Fat Joe in the background? Okay, alright, let me stop. So we've gotten through that, and we've gotten through that. Let me turn my music off. Sorry, Marvin, I don't mean to cut you off, brother. This was the Jaguar Wright live stream that I was watching. And I was like reading through the article that she was talking about, where she was talking about Talib and Common and a couple of other people. Erica Badu, and I can't remember the lady that she was interviewing with, but she looks so fucking familiar. Like, I feel like I've seen her somewhere before, and she's got that thick Baltimore accent too, so I'm like, where the fuck have I seen her? I don't know, but I'm not gonna subject y'all to the live stream because there's a weird glitch in the audio where it kind of drones on, and it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't obnoxiously loud. I had to literally hyper focus on what Jaguar was saying and kind of tune it out, but every now and then it would kind of like creep into my ears and I would just be like, ugh. But Jaguar popping off was kind of like counterbalancing it, so I wasn't too upset by it. But this is long, and I don't feel like subjecting you guys to this, so we're gonna go to the actual diss track itself, called Reflection Internal. And he titles it Talib Kweli Diss and hashtag Talib Kweli, hashtag Black Star. Moyen, thank you for the follow. Mos Def diss track. So, and people are hyping it up. So we're gonna go ahead and it's just 10 minutes long. I just now realized this. Oh, god damn it. All right. No, we got it. We can do it. I'm a big girl. We got this.
See, this is a story about a falling star.
Okay.
A star that will fall because his ego got too big and heavy to hold him up that high, so he would plummet. It's a story about self-sabotage. Remember when your favorite rappers had mystique? It would be an interview you'd have to catch to hear them speak and share their perspective. Either that or rap into a beat. And they had PR so they would sound so passionate and deep. But during these times, rappers could be masters of deceit. Some were jerks, but the PR helped them mask what's underneath. But then came social media, the captions and the tweets. We had access and could see who was acting in the streets. Some rappers we once thought were immaculate with speech were proven to be stupid. We saw their antics on repeat. One rapper comes to mind, a prime example is this geek. He has talent but lacks the character to keep him secure in his spot, cause he acts insane with a tendency to engage in these petty beefs. He has tainted his legacy, wasting his energy riffing, making these enemies. His trolling overshadows his work, it's faded in memories. I was a fan, I would listen to every track of his. He would sound so eloquent, intelligent, and passionate, and activist, and I was mad.
Oh, okay, that rhyme scheme was nasty though. Like, okay, he's really riding this beat here. Okay. Alright, Light Bright. I was kind of looking at you sideways for a second because I'm like, you kind of look like a fat John B, so maybe you got a little bit in you. I don't know. Maybe you've been to a cookout or two. I'm okay. The potato salad is looking a little less raisiny. So, all right. Let me run it back a little bit.
Riffing, making these enemies, his trolling overshadows his work, it's faded in memories. I was a fan, I would listen to every track of his. He would sound so eloquent, intelligent, and passionate, and activist. And I was mad, convinced he lived the raps and spit. But now, all I'm asking is, was that all a cap and fib? Cause I don't know another activist is actionless. If I judge by his actions, it's obvious he's at his crib, straight out of bed, wearing that ugly fitted cap of his. Plenty time on his hands to flip out and start attacking kids. 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily, yeah, that's his shift. Don't disagree with him, cause even if you're black, you'll get called a racist, Nazi, white supremacist, down with MAGA. This man's the most irrational human I've interacted with.
Okay, yeah, no, so he's really going in on this nigga. He's really going in. He said even if you're black, you still getting called a Yahtzee. You still getting called a supremacist. You still getting called a bigot and a racist. Doesn't matter. If you say something that he doesn't agree with, he's just gonna hit you with all the adjectives, all of the pronouns. You're this, you're a MAGA, you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're a Yahtzee, you're a white supremacist, you're a fucking whatever. Like, just oh god, I hate these types of people. These type of people get on my nerves. The ones that label everybody that doesn't agree with them these horrific labels that you know, and it's so frequent to the point where they desensitize the internet to these types of words. Because there was a time where words like white supremacist and racist and Yahtzee held a lot more weight in the public media. Like, if you were called a Yahtzee out in public, it could be career ending. If you were caught being a racist out in public, it was career ending. The careers have ended because they got caught being a racist and even a Yahtzee in some cases. Like, I don't know. It's like Twitter has desensitized the world to all of these labels, and Talib, you are not helping, homie. You are not helping at all. You want these words to hold more weight and carry more power. You're not helping the situation by labeling everybody who doesn't agree with you these horrific names, bro. Like, hi Moyen, good to see you. I gotta do what I gotta do at the end of the day, cause Like Kendrick said, man, understand everybody ain't gonna like you, but you gotta keep pushing. Don't ever let no one put smut up on your name. Yeah, nigga, keep your feelings out the way. Okay. Keep your head down and work like I do, and understand everybody ain't gonna like you. Let's see. That's just gonna make me go back and listen to GNX again. I can't be spitting Kendrick lyrics right now. We're focused on Talib and Datin. Datin. That's a fucking name and a half. Gotta be like Puerto Rican or something. Datin Berrios. Berrios. I don't see an accent, so that's Berrios. Let me find out you Puerto Rican or Dominican or something. Some Latin American. Let me find out. Don't let me find out. I'm on your ass, Datin. Pause. Tom is on your ass, buddy. He's doing the research. He's clocking you. We're clocking your location as we speak. Tom is in. He's hacking into the mainframe.
Down with MAGA, this man's the most irrational human I've interacted with.
Oh no, there's quite a few.
Range. I see his game, he'll reach and play on his fans' emotions, calling people names, using buzzwords so the sheep are swayed and believe his claims. This reasoning only works inside of a peanut brain. His fans need to receive the blame for how he behaves. People's praise create the echo chamber where he's contained. They enable him, that's why he can't get his ego tamed. But today will be the day his evil deeds will be displayed. Kweli, you said I was whack and I lack the talent. Well, get up off that app and let's rap because that's a challenge. For too long you have been.
Okay, now this is what I like to see. There have been a lot of MCs that have been beefing over Twitter over stupid shit, and everybody's like, bro, what the fuck are you on Twitter for? Get in the booth. Get your ass in the booth and rap. Why are you guys calling each other names and insulting each other's kids on Twitter when you're both rappers? Nicki and Cardi, Drake and everybody. Get off Twitter and get in the booth. If you want to settle your issues, if you are a rapper and you have an issue with another rapper, you get in the booth and fucking rap. And the fact that Datin took the initiative to be like, you know what? You've been mentioning my name all over social media for 4 weeks? 7 times 4. Holy shit. 28 days straight. You have been tagging this man, slandering his name, insulting his skill, insulting his career, insulting him as a person, all because he stood up for a person who was, staying strong in there. He was helping, giving a different perspective, offering a different perspective, being like, hey, bro, you may not agree with this person's beliefs, but it's their beliefs. Just like you want people to be respectful of your beliefs, you have to extend that same courtesy to everybody else. Unless it's actively harming somebody and or putting people in danger, judging people for their religions and their beliefs is not okay. It's never okay. Yeah, I don't know if Lupe's in here or not. I'm not even talking about that irrelevant ass nigga today. We're talking about Talib. Talib Kweli, from the famous rap group Black Star, where he rapped alongside Yasin Bey, who was formerly known as Mos Def. And I listened to the Black Star album. I don't think I didn't come prepared. The fuck? I don't know what kind of fucking dumb bitch y'all think I am, but I came prepared. With a T. And I listened to that whole album twice. Fantastic album. I had that shit bumping while I was getting my notes and my research together. But we're gonna continue because we still got 8 more minutes of this shit.
Getting under people's skin, but you finally met your match. Let the humbling begin.
All right, bro.
Kweli, you single-handedly kept baseball caps in business.
Kweli called me a fake Christian, along with these false accusations of racism. It's too bad for him, I'm outside with the people, plus I'm verified. That accusation just ain't stick. Kweli called me a fake Christian. I may make mistakes, but listen, we way different. How dare he talk down on me like he is the saint when he has a long list of alleged SA victims. I didn't wanna believe Jaguar right, but now I'm really wondering if Jaguar's right.
That was nasty. That was okay. Yeah, I didn't want to believe Jaguar right, but I'm starting to think that Jaguar's right. Cause she said some shit about you. She said some shit about you, homie. She said some shit about you and Common. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what she said about Common, cause that'll get me age restricted. Just know that it's that bad. It is that bad. If you want to know, do the research, look it up yourself. I'm not saying it. I'm not getting smoke from Common and his fans, and I'm not getting smoke from the YouTube age restriction system because it is, brother, it is bad. The shit that she was saying was like, wow. If this is true, if even an ounce of what she was saying is true, then yeesh.
Saquon's a freak, he the dressing room closet creep. Ladies,
there
if you
is.
see him backstage, you better call police. I heard he did his all this freeze wrong when she wouldn't off her cheeks. He made sure none of her songs released. On the pod, I heard his baby mama speak about the abuse she co-signed with Jaguars preach. I saw them pics with Diddy on your feed, Quad. I guess they letting backpackers in the freak off.
Ooh. Damn. Not the pictures with Diddy, and he's putting them up there too. He said you was at them freak offs within the Diddler mansion. And look at him right there. Ain't no AI or nothing. That's really him. I mean, to be fair, back then it was a different time. Like, back then people were doing their shady shit and were a lot more bold about it. And Diddy's freak offs were like the talk of the town. Like, you know how popular the Met Gala is? That's how popular Diddy's parties were and Diddy's freak offs. It was like Super Bowl halftime show popular. And everybody who was everybody, they did some heinous things to get access to those parties. Especially the after party and the after party that is, we're not gonna talk about the after parties. It's in the Diddy documentary. Y'all go ahead and look at it yourselves. But yeah, anybody who was anybody would show up to these parties because it was mandatory. It was like getting street cred. It was like you hadn't made it in the business until you've gone to at least one of Diddy's freak offs. That was how it was back then. And a lot of these young, impressionable artists were often peer pressured by the industry into attending these parties and, you know, doing unsavory things because, you know, it's like, oh, you'll be the talk of the town, you'll be famous, I'll make sure your name gets everywhere.
You had that baby oil gloss defining a brand new meaning. A black star keeps shining. I couldn't believe my eyes. I said, what a pity. The conscious rappers having fun with Diddy. See, usually backpackers carry their book of rhymes in their bag, but Quad might carry handcuffs and a couple Mickeys. Whoa.
Hey Kay, what's good? I'm reacting to this diss track because, oh boy, Datin versus Talib Kweli. He is really fucking him up right now. He is dumping all of his tea. So, with the Jaguar right bar that he threw out, I think I mentioned that earlier. Jaguar said that he would hide in the dressing room and watch her get dressed / undressed in between shows. And then she said he would try to sneak out when he thought that nobody was looking. So, and then his baby mama came out and basically affirmed what Jaguar said. And then, oh my god, and then the Diddy parties, and then with him getting banned on Twitter and Instagram for harassment. Like, just, it's a whole mess.
Hip-hop's quagmire.
Hip-hop's quagmire?
Would light the flame that would illuminate the darkness that hit his dirt. His antics backfired. His fans are mad tired. Cause they can see past his tactics.
Okay, no, bro, Jesus. Okay, I didn't know he was gonna come swinging like that. Yeah. He got the receipts. The replay gang, y'all, I went through the whole context of what's going on. He's really cooking this nigga. He's really killing him right now. Oh my god.
When accountability comes, a spaz and act as if correcting Kweli is an attack on blackness. Who use the race card to mask his crack with.
So he's the Dr. Umar of this scenario. So he's being Dr. Umar right now. Shout out to Dr. Umar. But yeah, he's being him. Where he says wild, outlandish shit, attacks people constantly, and if they disagree with him, then you're anti-black, you're anti-African diaspora, you're against the ancestors, you anti-black, you not black if you've ever been with a white person romantically, you're anti-black, you hate yourself. Okay, so he's Dr. Umar. Okay, I got it. I got context. Talib is getting absolutely fried right now by this white boy. I hate that I keep calling you Fat John B, but that's all I can think about. That is all I think about. You just look like a chunkier version of John B.
Superiority complex. He thinks he is God. He's just a blind shepherd. That's why his sheep are lost. He'll call you racist and think that he speaks for all. But anybody with sense know you be reaching quad. And you call me a fake Christian. You cry wolf so much the people ain't listening. And now
you call me the fake Christian. You cry wolf so much the people ain't even listening. They're not. Literally everybody on Twitter and Facebook is like, oh shit, who is he mad at again? Who is he harassing on social media this time? And they're just taking their cameras out. Nobody's taking him seriously. Not a chubby have you seen this dude? Have you seen this nigga? I need to pull this up. Let me pull up my history real quick so you can see this motherfucker here. Where's my... I gotta look him up. I'm just gonna look him up on Google. Fuck this. This nigga. Doesn't that look like a Fat John B? Like his old album cover. I'm gonna settle this right now. We're gonna settle this. Look at Look at that. That is like same arch of the eyebrow, the same lips, the same fucking goatee, and I'm telling you, it's like if John B's face just kind of like expanded out this way a little bit. Like okay, I'm deflecting. I am deflecting. John B is a fucking legend. He is happily married to a beautiful dark-skinned queen. They've been married for almost 18 years now. And he came outside with Babyface and did the Cadillac Chronicles, and he hit that shit. Alright, we're gonna get back. We're gonna go back. Let me run it back a little bit.
Superiority complex.
They could be cousins. Like, okay, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who thought that. Like,
and think that he speaks for all. But anybody with sense knows
they share similar features. It was kind of scary, and it's just like they even have the same smolder. Like, I don't know. Like you said, they could be cousins. Yes, John B. Oof, Lord, that we claim him. That's black. He's a black man. He just light-skinned. Yeah, we didn't claimed him. We claimed him a long time ago, actually. That's not a white boy. He just light-skinned. It's fine. He's just Dominican. That's it.
What? Huh. And you call me a fake Christian? You cry wolf so much the people ain't listening. And now that your dirt is being exposed, we know why your old colleagues have been keeping a safe distance. Is that why high tech doesn't produce for you? It seems like most death been shut juices up. And from the crew you cut, gag crawl, the last black star that fell this hard was Lucifer. Your show's full, but not because of your...
Did you hear that, Tom? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that fucking absolute ether of a bar? The last black star that fell was Lucifer? Come on now. How you preaching and cooking this dude at the same time?
That your dirt is being exposed, we know why your old colleagues have been keeping a safe distance. Is that why high tech doesn't produce for you? It seems like most death been shut juices up. And from the crew you cut, gag crawl, the last black star that fell this hard was Lucifer. Your show's full, but not because of your mic skills. It's full of white fans, you were forced into white guilt. Yeah, you're on stage screaming power to the people while the brown-skinned lady outside chanting me too. Hypocrite.
If you had to put a number, how many victims are out there of Talib?
It's a lot, and that's why I'm doing this.
Oh, he put the interview from the... Nah, he's cooking you, bro. He's cooking you.
It's not for me.
He is
not only for me,
up.
but it's for a lot of people who's been hurt.
Let's
Oh
get
my
serious
God.
for a second. Kweli, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold up this mirror, and I'm gonna need you to take a look at yourself.
Oh, now he's saying
Because you're
start with the
becoming your
man in
own
the
worst
mirror?
enemy. You heard? What's going on inside your mind?
Ooh.
I have a couple questions, Mr. Kweli. Now if you're going eye for eye, then how do you expect to help the blind see?
What?
I'm trying to say it all. Become dead enemy. You claim what I'm trying to say it all. Become the problem that you claim what I'm trying to say.
Oh my God. Oh, he's psychoanalyzing him now. Now we're in therapy, y'all. Oh my, where do I even begin? One, y'all already know what I'm about to say. I am a goth bitch. I love me some dark production. Just the heaviness of the bass. It sounded like an electric guitar in the background there. Just kind of giving it that grittiness, that edge. Just, I hear violins going on, but they're like very somber. Almost like a... We're in the upside down now. Halfway through the song, it's fitting. We're gonna go back because I want to hear that beat change again.
Who's been hurt.
Because that was a nasty fucking switch up.
Let's get serious for a second. Kweli, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold up this mirror, and I'm gonna need you to take a look at yourself. Because you're becoming your own worst enemy.
Damn.
What? What's going on inside your mind? I have a couple questions, Mr. Kweli. Now if you're going eye for eye,
This hook is nasty.
I admire the type of artist that would take a stand against racism. I applaud it, but your fight is one-sided. I find it kinda odd that you behave the same as the rivals you try to target. If you're fighting fire, but use fire to fight your war with. Everything will burn cause that fire gets quite enormous. Everyone is blind when it's eye for an eye. I promise, if you model the opposite choir, you might resolve it. You can
Now he's reading him. Now he's reading him to filth. Oh God, he's killing this nigga. Oh my God. He is really just cooking him in true Christian fashion. He's oh my God, this is like, this part in particular is so Meet the Grams coded, it's not even funny. But it's like, it's got almost this dark kind of old school Slim Shady kind of cadence, especially with how he sings the hook. Like, this sounds like something that would be off of this sounds like one of the songs I heard on The Death of Slim Shady. Like, and even back then, like, this is on something like oh my God, not the Marshall Mathers LP. I'm trying to think. It's not the Slim Shady LP either. Is it Music to Be Murdered By? Is the album that I'm thinking of? I get albums confused. I'm a little dyslexic when it comes to albums, so I'll switch them around. But yeah, I think it's Music to Be Murdered By is the album I'm thinking of. Like, this genuinely just sounds like something that you would hear back then when you about to slide on somebody. But like, one, I haven't heard one cuss word. I know I've been swearing like up and down like a sailor. It is what it is. I grew up around dudes. That's just what I do. But he is really just dissecting this nigga's personality. He is really killing him. Yes, he's getting flame broiled right now. I feel like I'm working at Burger King again, cause this dude's getting flame broiled on the grill. Just always fresh, never frozen, nigga. Wait, that's Wendy's. I can't even. I see now. I'm getting my fast food chains mixed up. This is how you know I'm tired. Well, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back a little bit. This reminds me of Can a Bitch. I haven't heard the song. I'm gonna listen to it after this while I'm laying down to actually consume sleep. Do you hear this shit? Tom, we're fucking vibing right now. I feel like I'm literally spinning the block on somebody.
I admire the type of artist that will take a stand against racism. I applaud it, but your fight is one-sided. I find it kinda odd that you behave the same as the rivals you try to target. If you're fighting fire, but use fire to fight your war with, everything will burn cause that fire gets quite enormous. Everyone is blind when it's eye for an eye, I promise. If you model the opposite choir, you might resolve it.
Damn.
You can eliminate the sin you hate with what you demonstrate, but instead you emanate and imitate divisive traits.
Oh!
Up to you, you said I was too comfortable. Stop telling black people what to do. The conversation had nothing to do with
brother. He's like, it had nothing to do with race. I was just like, stop judging this woman because she believes what she believes in. You may not agree with it, but like, leave her alone. Let her do her thing. You know, just like how all the I'm gonna call you out, Alphabet Mafia. How y'all will go fucking crazy the moment somebody disagrees with you and start throwing out all kinds of transphobe this and bigot that and misogynist this and fucking misandrist that and homophobe this, and it's just like, bro, I don't care what you do in the bedroom or what the fuck you identify as. I don't care if you like wearing panties out in public. Just keep it. I don't care. That's not. I just be a person. Can we have personalities that are not based off of what you like to put your face in when the lights go out? It's like, I get it. Okay, congratulations. You're gay. What else? What else is there other than your gayness or your transness or whatever the fuck? I don't know. That's why I call y'all the Alphabet Mafia, because I don't have time to remember all them extra goddamn letters turn into a fucking calculus equation.
race. That's an angle you use to shake accountability, cause no one wants to be accused of hate. You virtual signal for some fans is what you use as bait, so you can paint this narrative, but our dispute was human based. And with that said, let me ask an honest question. Do you believe that you and I were made in God's reflection as equals, or do you think the shade of my complexion makes me unable to check you in that you're beyond correction? Despite your answer, that's the energy you keep. Your spiel is sounding like a form of supremacy to me. Make sure your intent and what you convey are close, cause you starting to project what you claim that you hate the most.
And that brings a very important conversation up. Malcolm X used to think like that. And somewhere along the lines, he grew a little bit of self-awareness. He realized that he was starting to go a little too deeply into that other side, you know, like because it was Black Power. It was fight for what you want. You know, this peace and love crap isn't gonna do anything without some action. You know, it's time to get into action. And later down the line, he started realizing that the movement he started, or the movement that he spearheaded, was starting to take on the same traits as the very people they were fighting against. And so once you realize that you're just doing the same thing that they're doing, but on the other side, it really starts to mess with you and your reality and your perception of like how you view yourself as a person and what exactly it is you fight for. So that's why I don't believe in like the eye for an eye or whatever. I let the universe sort itself out because I believe in balance and I believe in justice, and I believe that justice will eventually be served. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it will always happen. There are cold cases from 50 years ago that are being reopened, and they're finding these niggas old as hell, but they just like, oh no, we found you, nigga, we found you. Bring your old ass on up in this jail cell on death row. Yeah, we about to execute you, grandpa. We found what you did. Thought you could hide. Can't hide forever. Ricky, you hiding forever. Ricky, if I catch you, Ricky. But yeah, man, just don't become the thing that you hate the most is a very important lesson that us as Christians need to follow. Do not become the very evil that you condemn or that you are told to condemn. It's fine if we're all human. Like you said, we're like he said, we're all human. We all make mistakes. Like, and it's this, I don't know, Christians have kind of adopted this idea that because it's like a group of sinners that think just because they go to church and read their Bible and ingest and can memorize Bible verses and whatever, washed in the blood of the Lamb, that they're no different from the sinners that exist in everyday life. Y'all still the same sinners, so-called saved ones. Y'all still sin. In fact, y'all be sinning in overtime. I don't know how you do. You sin more than the people that you condemn. But it's okay when y'all do it because y'all get to use Jesus as a scapegoat. Nah, don't bring Jesus into your debauchery. You leave him out of it. Don't bring God into your nonsense. You're a sinner just like everybody else. And here's the thing that a lot of Christians don't like to hear. Christ didn't preach to the ones he didn't go and find the ones that were already saved. He went into the trenches. He went into the streets. He dwelled among whores, tax collectors, lepers, but gamblers. Because those were the people he was trying to reach. The ones who had given up and were like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna, who exist in evil but still have the conscious wherewithal to change their lives. Most people who become Christian or who find God, they don't go and judge other people who were in their position not fucking like 10 years ago, because that would literally be like judging themselves. Sitting in a mirror being like, you're a sinner, so you're unholy, you're unclean, you're not getting into heaven. Because I guarantee you, every single one of you judgmental ass Christians out there have done the exact same thing that you condemn these sinners for, if not worse. And I mean, just to cherry pick a little fucking Bible verse from y'all since y'all want to judge so much. Doesn't it say in your own text? Didn't Jesus say out of his own mouth, let he that is without sin cast the first stone? Because y'all were getting a little too uppity and judging people just because, oh, she's a common whore. She's an adulterer. Didn't he look around all of his homies and be like, how many times have y'all adultered? How many times have y'all stepped outside of your marriage, huh? If he who hasn't slept with somebody that isn't their wife, say I right now. Motherfucking crickets. Didn't none of them niggas want to speak up. And Jesus was like, okay, all right. Okay, whoever hasn't stepped out of their marriage, go ahead and throw a rock. Throw it. What you gonna lie? Like, I am God, brother. I know what you did, but just to prove my point. For he that is without sin, cast the first stone. Crickets. What, didn't none of them move? In fact, they left. They said, you know what? I'm not exposing my shit in front of Jesus today. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. I'm not getting vibe checked by the literal Lamb of God. I'm going back home. And that's exactly the point that he proved, is that nobody is more righteous than the other. As long as we exist here on this earth, we all sin exactly the same. No man's sin is greater or lesser than the others. And the key to getting into heaven is not judging people for their sins. It's choosing to see people for the person despite their sins and try to show them that there is a better way to live their life. Not necessarily trying to buy your way or connive your way into heaven. It's not even about heaven. It's living the life that you have, but, you know, not ending up in prison, or worse, not ending up in the grave. Or in, you know, if they're especially evil, you know, a hell of their own design. I don't know, just the people who try to overly hate and project their own, like, angers onto everybody, they're only becoming the very villain that they condemn so harshly, and they don't even realize it. There's a saying that comes from the Batman movie, The Dark Knight, the one with Heath Ledger in it. Rest in peace to Heath Ledger. And it's a line from Two-Face. It says, you either die the hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And that's what's happening with Talib right now. Talib is becoming the villain. And rather than gain some sort of self-awareness and try and, you know, renege and better his behavior, he's only leaning harder into it. So it's only making him look more like the very bigots he slams all over social media.
I have a couple questions, Mr. Kweli. Now if you're going eye for eye,
So it's nasty.
how do you expect to help the blind see what I'm trying to say is all become dead enemy. You claim what I'm trying to say is all becomes a problem. You claim what I'm trying to say is where I'm from, if somebody disrespects you, you check them, man to man, and that's what I'm doing here. And every time you bring race into this, it's like you're reaching for a shortcut. That's a shaky foundation to stand on, bro. I'm calling.
Okay, all right, calling him out. See, and that's another thing with especially with, you know, white rappers who exist in black culture, like Eminem. I'm using him as an example because he's like the OGs of OG white rappers who like grew up in the hood. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I grew up in white suburbia and I'm just trying to like, he's not Jack Harlow where he's like, I got blacker. I'm gonna name my album Monica. Am I cool yet, guys? No, it's not like that. It's literally just, he's been doing this for over 20 years. 20 years of rapping and battle rapping, no less. Come on now. Underground rap is making a breakthrough. Underground rap is the new mainstream rap. So a lot of these people who have had time to hone their craft and really like sharpen their swords are being tested live, and they are just bodying niggas live. Growing up, I had to write about my favorite book. I told my parents. My dad said I should have written about the book. Years later, we found out he was cheating. It's exactly my point. I'm not gonna throw my mom under the bus, but there's a reason why she doesn't have a problem with me smoking the devil's lettuce, as the white people so vehemently called it. The marijuana, because according to, I'm not gonna throw her under the bus, I'm not gonna do that, but it's I'm telling you, it's the ones that condemn the shit the most that be the worst ones. The ones who condemn homosexuality the loudest are so goddamn deep in the closet, they are halfway to fucking Narnia. I half expect a goddamn fawn wearing a red scarf and the White Queen and a talking lion to come out. They're so deep in the closet. Literal drag queens holding congressional seats in our government that are signing anti-gay bills and trying to pass them along, knowing goddamn well that when it becomes 9:00 p.m., they go from fucking Thomas Anderson to Stacy from O Block, knowing goddamn well they just out there tooting ass for everybody. They don't care. They be old as molasses. Still some freaky ass niggas on the internet that's like, oh, I like my cross dressers old and saggy because I'm a fucking freak who doesn't need to be outside. Y'all keep y'all freaky asses inside. I'm sorry. Listen to K Dot. Freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. I'm getting off topic. Rest in peace, Lindsey Graham. He was probably a freak. And when I saw the name, I initially thought it was, what's her name? The plus size model that got famous because, the white girl, Ashley Graham. I thought that I was confusing him for her. I was like, when did Ashley Graham die? And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, that's Lindsey. Lindsey Graham is a different person. Okay. Ashley is still alive, still thick as fuck, still bad as fuck. Love her to death. But yeah, no, I'm telling you, man, these congressmen are freaks. Freak nasties. I'm telling you, there at least 10 of them are subs. At least 10 of the like 100 members in the House of Representatives. I'm telling you, at least 50% of them have gotten gagged and whipped at least 10 times. At least once. And liked it. And went back for seconds. And thirds. And fifths. Like, it's okay. I mean, as long as you keep that shit inside, keep that shit indoors. Don't nobody want that here. Yeah, stop projecting your self-hatred onto the rest of us that we freak in fucking the comfort of our home. We freak with class, thank you. Y'all are just some classless motherfuckers. Just some horny-ass weirdos. Like, you would hump anything with a pulse, but you have the nerve to go after people who are just trying to live in their truth. Knowing goddamn well that you're not living in your truth. I mean, you could keep having you could keep talking with the goddamn Mr. Tumnus and having conversations with Aslan in the land of Narnia, because it doesn't seem like y'all coming out that closet anytime soon. That closet's finna fucking take off like the goddamn I'm done. Let me go back to the...
You out for how you disrespected me man to man, so respond
I'm gonna go in on y'all.
Man to man. You don't need to divide us or hide behind something bigger. Own your actions, you heard? And let's keep it moving. Let's turn up.
Push, play, row, ho.
Another...
What you gonna say, Kweli? Let me guess. What you'll do is pull the race card. Then you'll call me a Nazi and homophobe.
There it is.
Tell him it's Trump that I voted for.
Lie and tell him it's Trump that I voted for. Stand your ground. Stand your ground, brother. Okay, Datin.
What you gonna say, Kweli? You gonna take a couple shots at my face, dog? Tell me I'm a failed rapper trying to take your spot. You a podcaster, don't quit your day job.
Yeah, cause he really
What you
just be on
gonna
these
say,
fucking...
Kweli? Stop acting like a little B, no base guard. It's straight bars if ever we were to face off. And all my punches connect like J-Raw. You said you want the smoke, then fine. I'ma give you enough smoke to choke and die, potent rhymes, smoke and lava flows and cry. Your new stuff's burger without the coke and fries. Did you go post to cry? Cause you gon' get washed like a city got the tsunamis hit the coastal line. All I need is one round. This is golden eye and I hold the golden gun. No, you won't survive.
All these schemes, nasty. The tsunami lines, nasty. The golden eye, golden gun, 007 James Bond shit, nasty. Just go crazy.
He probably thought cause I am a Christian, he gon' bully me into a silent submission. Cause turn the other cheek will be applied, but he's tripped. No, this is gonna be like when the lies a petition for divine intervention. You'll see
take it to the Bible
he'll
on
be
him.
fried to a crisp if I decide to diss him. Get up off your phone, put some time and attention into your rhymes. I dare you to respond, get to spitting. Man, don't let me see Kweli in my mentions. I'm making posts about me to try and convince him that I'm a racist. Just read the comments he getting. Most of black folk don't even buy what he's pitching.
No,
and
true.
this is a lie, cause the side he's attempted to persuade, they feeding into his lies and division. It's only white folk that have been trying to defend him, trolling on my page like his mob and his hen.
Ooh, he said it's white people defending you. It's white people defending you, Talib. It's not even black people trolling this man on his Facebook page. It's white people. You're pulling a Tyler the Creator, bro. You are creating an entire army of bigots who think that just because you gave them the green light, that makes it not racist. Woo.
The online bully known for lots of talk, met the real bully, a big dog that locks his jaw. And I know you won't respond with bars, cause it will get real messy in the field without the...
I like that bulldog bar. The goth pit bull approves. That gets the goth pit bull seal of approval. And then he fucking growled on that. Don't get me started. Like I said, I'll start barking in this bitch. I ain't calling myself goth pit bull for nothing. In honor of the late great DMX, rest in power, king. We started barking and growling on the track. We hit him with the Tom is not even disturbed. He's used to this bullshit. He's had about enough of my shit.
Punch at the punch like when boxers brawl. When I'm done with you, they'll think they were watching Saw. Mop the floor with you, Kweli, there'll be lots of gore. This show joke, when they cut it off, they got withdrawal. Let me stop. Hey, Kweli, come outside and run me my rap fade. Get on Facebook and rap, bro. Your thumbs is way too busy. Either rap or keep my name out your mouth and don't make no other posts about me, you heard? Run me my rap fade. Hey, you should've did your research, bro. This right here, these is just love taps. They the jazz. I got two haymakers in the stash if you ready. So bar it up.
Oh, he said he has more. He said he has more. He's got two more in the chamber. This was just the first shot. This was the warning shot. Datin. This was the if. This was I wish a nigga would. Talib, you have 24 hours to respond. I want to see more bars. I want to see more bars. I want to see you rap. Get in the booth and rap, nigga. You're a rapper. You were part of multiple rap groups. Get in the booth and fucking rap. Get on wax, because I want to hear what he had. I want to hear this. He said he has two in the chamber. That was just the fucking warning shot. 10 minutes of a warning shot.
Let's go, you heard?
Yeah.
Hey, this for my man Courtney Kelly, aka El Rojo, who you disrespected in the comments. He produced this record right here, and the other one, the Jaguars, right? This for my man Bizzle, who you disrespected. It's God over money. This for everybody you disrespected in my comments, you heard? Run me my rap fade, Kweli, and put some bass in your voice. Don't come at me with the, I was up at the offices, up at Rockets and talking into the horses. Like, really, rap. Don't.
Not, not him clowning Talib's rap flow. He's really spitting. Okay, so the way he's talking at him right now, I know I gotta bring it up because I'm sorry. The Great Rap War of 2024. He's giving off the same energy that Drake had when he made, which one was it? Taylor Made, where he was talking all his shit in the last portion of the song, where he was like, "Yeah, we waiting on you. I know you up in that New York apartment. You better come with a motherfucking quintuple entendre on them shit. Say some shit I ain't never heard before. Like, cause you been on mute like the Beyonce challenge. We waiting to hear some shit." It was literally just like him taunting the fuck out of Kendrick. But in Drake's case, he didn't know that his ass was already served on a platter yesterday. Dot was ready for this nigga. He wanted him to act reckless. He was like, the trap has already been laid, brother. I just need you to do exactly what I know you're gonna do and run your fat fucking mouth. And yeah, I don't want to give myself PTSD by mentioning the Meet the Grams and just yikes. But in this one, Datin is justified because Talib has been going relentlessly at this man, trolling him, attacking people in his comment section, attacking his fans that were like trying to mediate the situation and be like, bro, it's not that deep, calm down, you know, it's about some people's beliefs. All right, nah, come on.
Boys, don't come at me with the, I was up at the offices, up at Rockets and talking into the horses.
Not the
like,
list.
Really, rap. Don't come at me like you came at Diabolic, because none of that's gonna work, you heard? Hey, tap in with a real one, y'all. It's Triple D, a.k.a. Datin. I represent.
Oh, it is Datin. Okay, I've been calling them
City,
so it's literally just Datin.
Hey,
that's hilarious.
Kweli, man, you really should have tapped in and did your research. Let's go, man. Rap.
And it says rap. Get in the booth. I've been calling him Datin this whole time. I'm gonna keep calling you that. That's my nickname for you. That's like how I called Damani Dormammu. You are fucking... You're Dr. Doom. That's what I'm gonna call you. You're Dr. Doom now. So... super villain ass niggas. Just... God damn. What the... Y'all, I ain't never listened to no goddamn 10-minute diss track in my motherfucking life. But everything he was saying was just BAM! Motherfucker! Don't even get back up, nigga! This is just a warning shot, by the way. I got 2 more in the chamber for your bitch ass. Get in the booth and rap. Just... He really wanted the smoke. And I love that he kept the screenshot of Talib literally saying on Facebook, "I want all the smoke," while not getting in the booth and rapping at all. And I like that Datin also shouted out the people that, you know, rode with him during that whole interaction, the people that were getting targeted by Talib in his comments. And I love that he put them on. He had them produce his beats. He had them shout him. He shouted them out. He showed them love. And again, not a single curse word. Handling it like a true Christian. Gangsters in Christ. That's already a merch. That's already a merch item. Gangsters in Christ. I have them in t-shirts and I have them in hats. Cause I'm telling you, I have another shirt. Even Jesus was a gangster. The Jesus I knew, the Jesus I know, not knew, I know, the Jesus I know, spun the block on people. He did not care. He gave 0 fucks. He was not afraid to be like, you want to disrespect me in my father's house? Okay, brother. And there he goes full Denzel. It's like Denzel from American Gangster. where where was Idris Elba outside like, what you gonna do? Shoot me? Jesus is like, bah! Now what was we talking about? Like, that's the Jesus that I rock with, okay? The real gangster Jesus, black Jesus, okay? It's ride or die, and we spin the block. It's don't start none, won't be none. That's not to say I'm gonna go out looking for violence, because that's dumb. It's dumb and petty. I mind my business until somebody is up in my business. Then their business becomes my business, and I have to settle said business. And usually I do. And then I move the fuck on with my life, because I have other things to worry about. Because Jesus, he didn't believe in kicking a dead horse, okay? He got his message across, and he was like, you got it? Good. Internalize it, love it, live it. We're moving on. Next lesson. If you ain't got it, well, you never gonna get it, my G. But, Datin, Dr. Doom, congratulations, bro. That diss track was disgusting. Everything that I knew was gonna be in there was in there, and then some. He's completely justified. The rhyme schemes were nice, the flows were nice, the beats were nice. Oh my god, that fucking, the one right at the 5-minute mark, that middle beat, that dark ass fucking, woof. When I end this live, I'm gonna go back and listen to that specific portion again, just because that hook is so nasty. That is a quotable ass hook. That's like when I'm trying to think. It reminds me of like your hooks from your late 90s, like your 90s rap, your mid 2000s rap, where all of your hooks were catchy as fuck. I'll not promoting him as the person, but I'll use 50 Cent's music as an example. Specifically off of, his Get Rich or Die Trying album. Like, quotables all up in the motherfuckers. Hooks, banger. 10 out of 10. Memorable. You can still quote it from today. Like, decades later, people can still quote those hooks. Like, oh my god, and it had that dark grittiness that I would see from, like, late stage Marshall Mathers, Eminem, like, off of his Death of Slim Shady album. It really felt like they took a piece right out of that album and made it into a beat. It's just, I love it. I love that shit. But, Talib, you have been issued a challenge, my brethren. Getteth thine cheekeths in the booth, the sanctum, the temple of the temple of vocalization. Getteth thee behind into the temple of rap, and spitteth thine bars expeditiously, effective immediately, nigga. You can't skirt your way around this. Not when you've been barking his name on every corner of the internet to anybody who had a phone to unfortunately see your bitch ass Facebook posts. You already got banned off of Twitter and Instagram, and you about to get banned from Blue Sky. I'd be genuinely impressed if you did that. I know what kind of degeneracy lies on Blue Sky. So get your ass in that booth and respond. That is mandatory. You can't just come at him like that, and he put out a whole diss track, 10 minutes of pure ass whooping, by the way, and you just not gonna respond. I mean, shit. You do what you want to do, cuz if you want to keep your trigger fingers into Twitter fingers, by all means, go ahead. Just don't be surprised when people's respect for you diminishes because you refuse to get in the booth and settle it like a rapper. He even went to the concert where he thought you was gonna be at so he could have a face-to-face conversation with you. And you ducked him. You ducked the fade. Why does this kind of remind me of the Shizzy and Screw situation where he was like, you ducked my fade, run me my fade. He was literally saying it in the diss. He said, run me my rap fade. He said it multiple times. So you can't even say, oh, he's running from the smoke. He don't want none of this. He very clearly wants it because he put 10 minutes of diss track smoking your ass. Only to be at the end like, run me my rap fade. Since you want to call me all these fucking horrific names on social media. Since you want to label me as a racist and a Yahtzee and a bigot on Jesus Christ's internet in 2026. We still calling people Yahtzees because they don't agree with what we... Okay. But Dr. Doom, well done, bro. I know Datin, I've been calling your name wrong the whole video, so it's Dr. Doom now. Fuck it. I don't know, it's my stream. And I always give, like, if rappers that have definitely left an impact, they all have fucking weird ass nicknames. Trust me, bro. I've been calling Domani Dormammu for the better part of 5 months now. And I did my little conspiracy theory rant the other night where I'm like, oh, you know, I feel like Dormammu may have seen my reactions a little bit, and he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. And you're scary. You're scary, Dormammu. You're a scary ass nigga. I hope you have the best time raising your family, being a father, being a husband, being a son, and carrying on your father's legacy. You're scary. You and Dot are scary. Scary. That's pretty much the only adjective I can put on there. That is... Don't fuck with them, bro. Don't do it. Leave them alone. This is why Talib Kweli is the prime example of why we leave people the fuck alone. Because it doesn't matter. Fafo knows no skin color. Fafo is colorblind. Hi, Osha. Good to see you. I will be here for all of it. Exactly. This reminds me of my fade with Sean, and he's still trying to inhale all the fucking air that's left out of that goddamn Cheeto bag. He ain't worried about that goddamn fade. He's too busy fucking jerking off to whatever Drake's track he's listening to for the cajillionth time. But yeah, Talib, this is why we leave people alone. Especially if they can rap. Especially if they're rappers. And then you gonna go and dig up one of his old videos from 20 years ago and try to say, oh, he's a racist, guys. Look at him. He's acting just like a little Eminem stereotype. From 20 years ago. People could tell that video was old. Datin even said it was old. He was like, brother, I wasn't even a Christian back then. Like, come on, bro. Like, if you're gonna dig up some dirt on me, can it at least be recent? Can it at least be recent dirt? Recent controversy, you know? Less than 5 years? Not fucking 20? You can even tell that was an old video, too. Like, it was still in the square aspect ratio. Like, for the, you know how you got your analog square TVs, how everybody's TV back then was a fucking square, and there was no widescreen. Widescreen didn't exist yet, and even then only rich people could afford widescreen TVs because high definition didn't exist yet. So everything was in your standard square aspect resolution. And that's for every music videos, fucking shows on cable network, your news channels, all of them had the same exact aspect ratio because widescreen TVs did not exist yet. Joe needs to stop wearing a bun. Noah's just in here cooking everybody. Leave Noah alone. That's another one we gotta leave alone. Leave him alone. Um, that's the homie. That's we ride until the wheels fall off. That's a Rough Rider. But just message to all people out there: leave Noah alone, bro, because he'll roast you into oblivion. He is still cooking the fuck out of Lupe, and it's been a week. Has it been a week? 2 weeks since that whole thing happened? Yeah, no, leave him alone. Uh, he is not to be trifled with. He looks like a grandma. Is crazy with the muumuus, with the bonnet and the muumuu on. I have been told by many a black woman, as I get older, to invest in a muumuu because apparently, men really seem to go crazy when they see their wife or their significant other walking around the house in a muumuu. And you know, if for those who don't know what a muumuu is, it's like kind of like what it's like the big oversized house gown, house dress, kind of like what Medea wore in her stuff. But it's specifically for casual around the house wear. It's kind of like pajamas, but not really. You could get away with not wearing underwear with those. If you want to just let the breeze and just air your shit out, just muumuu. Yep. Black moms, black grandmas have been swearing by that muumuu for years. And I've been seeing it all over Instagram, bro. These black women are like, oh, there's no way he would be attracted to this. This what? You can't even see me in this goddamn thing. And then they wear it, and then you see the husband peeking around the corner, like, hey yo, mommy. Hey yo, what that muumuu do though? I'm trying to see what's underneath. Like, you really rocking that muumuu there. What you doing later? Acting like they ain't married and shit. Like, hey, I'm trying to see what that muumuu do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely thinking about it. I'm thinking about investing in one because as I get older, I'm not gonna feel like putting on and looking cute all the time around the house. Sometimes I just want to put on an oversized t-shirt and exist, okay? And like, especially if I'm not working that day, I'm gonna be just, that's just how it is. Like, I'm not gonna put a whole bunch of time and do my whole makeup and shit and wear corsets and fucking leather strap boots and shit. Fuck that. It's too, especially in the summertime, it's too hot. It's too hot for all of that. The Birdman hand. I'm telling you, man, there was a whole Instagram video I saw. This dude was literally rubbing his hands together in the background, like, damn, shawty looking good as fuck in that muumuu. And I'm like, there's no way. You're lying. You have to be faking it. There's no way. And then people in the comments, like, this ain't even a joke. I wore mine yesterday and hubby was stalking me like it was National Geographic. Brother looked like a lion hunting prey the moment I put that muumuu on. It turned into Animal Planet. Motherfucking David Attenborough is like, here we have the modern house husband stalking his mate after she dons the official house muumuu. The wife is unaware of her husband's advances, and she proceeds forth to the kitchen to make breakfast, unaware of the attack that's about to transpire. Like, that is literally what happens when black women put on a fucking muumuu. I don't know what it is. It's magic. It's gotta be. It's gotta be magic. That's all you can really think of it as. That's all it is. Because, I don't know, black women just have that certain, that je ne sais quoi. That, especially, they can wear literally anything. and people still be trying to holler. I can literally have a bed sheet draped over me right fucking now. And there's gonna be some weirdos out there that's gonna be in my DMs talk about some, hey yo, shawty, I saw you in that bed sheet the other day. Yo, I'm trying to see what it do. Oh shit, you ever use Egyptian cotton? Like, nigga. But I'm telling you, man, it's gotta be like a goddess type deal. Like it's goddess energy. It's unmatched. Not the Birdman hand. I forgot they had that on I forgot they had that on Twitch. I know I offended a lot of UK people with that accent. I wasn't trying, okay? I wasn't trying. It was a joke. I'm not trying to piss off any Englishmen. I apologize to my UK people because I know Michelle's in here. I'm not offending y'all because I know I make fun of everybody. Everybody can get it. These hands are gender neutral and rated E for everyone. So everybody's catching it. The straights, the whites, the blacks, the Latinos, the alphabet mafia, the Christians, the atheists, the Satanists, y'all all catching it. I hate everyone equally. Okay? My jokes discriminate against nobody. Like, if you can type a sentence, that you're prime target, prime pickings. Hey, Gupna. Oh god, the horrible Cockney accent. Like, all right. It just makes me think about makes me think about Game of Thrones. Oh my god, this is and the only reason why I try to be respectful with that accent is because I've heard so many people from the UK, and I've listened to their accents, especially black people who live in the UK. I've listened to their accents, and I'm like, okay, I pick out the inflections, and I can't listen to it for too long, because then I'll start to literally like pick up the accent. It's very strange, and I hate when it happens. I do that with a lot of accents. If there's like a very strong accent and I'm around it for like not even a couple days, I'll literally start picking it up. I hate it. It's annoying. Because it's like I have, I guess, a little bit of a I don't know. I'm from DC, so I don't know if DC people have distinguished accents or like distinct accents. I know people from Baltimore do. I know a lot of people from Baltimore who had those fucking accents. The whole meme with the whole Bipley Yang, Jitly Yang down the avenue. That's like that is Baltimore shit. If hood British was an accent, Baltimore. And that's about as accurate a description as you're gonna get, is hood British. And once you listen to them talk, you know exactly what I'm talking. It's not racist. That's not racist, y'all. I know some people like to put hood in front of anything having to do with black people. No, I'm telling you, Baltimore City is their accent is literally hood British. It sounds like a bunch of street niggas that just have English accents, but like really bad ones. We don't say fuck Birdman enough. Exactly. For what he did to Wayne. Ugh, he ruined that man. He was a fucking child. Kissing his fucking artists in the mouth. And then refusing to pay him. You shiesty ass motherfucker. You nasty freak. Kissing whole niggas in the mouth and then not even paying them. They was just kissing you for free. The big ass fucking camel toe lips. I don't know. I feel a special type of rage whenever I hear about people exploiting children. Doesn't matter if they've like gone through puberty or whatever. Like they're still kids until they reach the age of consent or the legal age. Like 18 is still too young for me personally because it feels creepy. Like I'm almost 30 years old. I'm not gonna be dating no motherfucker fresh out of high school. I graduated high school 10 years ago. That's disgusting. It's fucking old ass men going after 18, 19-year-olds. You're fucking nasty. You're freaks. And you always go after the ones that look that are technically on paper 19, but they look 14. All of these OnlyFans models, they look 12. They look like a bunch of kids that just for some reason have mature woman bodies. And they make millions off of you nasty ass niggas. Church. To church with all of you. Y'all should be in the front row. Deliver the nasty evil spirits. Y'all over here gooning over these women that look like kids. And they weren't even trying to hide it back then. All the famous corn star names. Fucking Mia Khalifa, Riley Reid, Alexis Texas. They all sound like high schoolers. And looked like them too. But y'all freaky ass nigga, y'all didn't care. Why the fuck would you care? Whatever. I'm not gonna go off on a tangent because then this live is gonna end up being a whole other hour, and I'm never gonna get to sleep, and I'm never gonna be able to wake up in time for the late night lattes. Because I will be doing late night lattes, and I will be talking more there. I'm gonna go live a little earlier. It's probably gonna be around midnight-ish, instead of like 4 a.m. or 2 a.m. like I usually do. It's gonna be around the midnight area if I wake up by then, because I got about 12 hours. So I'm gonna take this time and I'm gonna actually go and pass out on my bed. It's right behind me. Tom is already checked out. Where the fuck did he even go? Oh, he's on the floor. He just passed out. Okay, well, it's fine. It's we partied hard enough. We have gotten through all of the tea, all of the news, the diss track. I am so excited to hear what else you have to bring to the table, Dr. Doom. I know I'm gonna keep calling you that. I know that's not your name, buddy. But you just get used to it now. It's your name now, Dr. Doom, because it's too many of y'all scary niggas out here just really showing up and showing out. And I gotta give credit where credit is due. So if Damani is Dormammu, you are Dr. Doom. Yeah, you're Doom. You're Thanos. Yeah, no, Datin? Fuck a Datin. You're a Thanos. Yeah. Just snapped this motherfucker out of existence. Sure did. But yeah, I'm gonna go listen to more of his stuff because I like his flow. I like his beat choice. I like the way I like the way he rides the beat. Because a lot of these rappers, a lot of these veteran rappers can't do that, and they can't give me energy and keep me hooked. How is it that I was invested in 10 minutes of a diss track, but 2 minutes of a Future song got boring after 1 minute? At some point, we gotta start using the wrinkles in our brain here, guys. We gotta start using the reading comprehension that they taught us in schools. Especially those who went to magnet schools. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There was no room to fuck around in there. All my magnet school kids, y'all already know what TF going on. It was knowledge or nothing, nigga. It was nerf or nothing. You either learned some shit or you got left the fuck behind. Uh, I know they had the No Child Left Behind, but that shit didn't work in magnet schools. They didn't let that shit fly in our school. They said you either gonna be smart or you gonna be dumb. And we don't want you to be dumb. So unfortunately, you only got the one option. Your parents paid for you to come here. We gonna teach your little stupid ass something to take home with you. What if my brain is a pebble surface? Mine is about to be a pebble surface literally like in the next 10 minutes. I'm about to be the fucking monitor is about to be out. I'm about to factory reset, and I'm because last night was obnoxious at work because I work my little 9 to 5. I work as a barista. I make my little smoothies. We couldn't even make lattes because the goddamn espresso machine broke. I was gonna make myself a coffee like I do every time I go there, but the damn espresso machine broke. So all I made for the whole night was iced coffees, milkshakes, smoothies. That was it. And people were like, how come I can't get any espresso drinks on the app? And I had to explain to them, I'm like, the machine broke. It's like reverse McDonald's. Our ice cream machine works fine, but our espresso machine is done for. It's gone. It's rest in peace, espresso machine. Hopefully they can fix you. Cause that espresso mixed with the caramel and the I use oat milk instead of regular milk. You know, black people can't be fucking with whole milk like that. We can't be fucking with lactose. And almond milk is too watery. It's too watery. I don't like it. It doesn't taste like anything. It's like a hint of milk. It's like milk flavored water is the best thing I can describe almond milk as. And that's disgusting. I hate it. Kill it with fire. Some of Gen Z needs the milk calories. Exactly, man. They need everything. Protein, calories. They need vitamin D because they're not going outside and touching grass. They need all sorts of vitamins. Vitamins A through Z. They need some fucking zinc in their systems. Like, all these people are like, oh, just go vegan. It's fine. And I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Veganism doesn't work. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna ruin it for you. It doesn't work. It doesn't. They lied to you. These white people fucking lied to you. Because you are starving your body of basic nutrients that it needs to survive. That's why these vegans are literally falling apart. Their hair falling out. They look 30 years older than what they actually are. They have conditions that they never had before because they're starving themselves of essential nutrients because they want to uphold some sort of moral high ground. I get it. The ones who can't process gluten, they're fine. They're not the ones I'm referring to here. I'm referring to the ones that are like, oh, you should go vegan because if you don't, you support animal cruelty. It's just the natural order of things. You think the fucking lions and the tigers are gonna give a fuck about animal cruelty when they're ripping your esophagus out your asshole and eating it like Sunday dinner? No! They don't give a fuck. None of these animals do. This is y'all have been lied to. Vegetarian is fine because you're still getting nutrients from the plants and everything. It's fine. It is what it is. But you need protein, essential vitamins, especially in red meats and in fish, because you get your vitamin B12s, your omega-3s, your fucking fatty acids. Just, you need it. Your fish oil, your vitamin A, your vitamin E. Just, I don't know. That's why a lot of people are like pescatarian, but even then you can't do that because you go pescatarian, you risk fucking getting mercury in your fucking system. Because if you eat like a all sushi diet, you'll eventually just die of mercury poisoning. That's why the food pyramid. They need to. I don't know if they still teach the food pyramid in schools anymore, but they need to go back to that. Like having a balanced meal plan, your dairies, your greens, your grains, your carbs, your protein, your oils, like your natural sugars. Like, I don't know. They don't teach enough in health class anymore. I feel like an old woman. Like, these damn kids these days aren't getting their proper nutrients and shit. They're calling it veganism, and they're getting fucking cancer and shit. They look like Make-A-Wish kids, but they swear that they're on the right path. And just, you're an adult using the food pyramid, you need to be put in timeout. Not actually using it as like a 1-by-1 guide of what, like, I mean using it as like as a guide marker to what exactly you need in your diet, because a lot of people will tell you it's like, oh, if you want to lose weight you gotta ditch the carbs, and these bodybuilders and these weightlifters were like, don't listen to them, don't listen to those people, they're lying to you. You need complex carbs because your body processes it the fastest and it processes it the most. You need those complex carbs, but you have to actually put in the work to work it off. Because it gets converted into energy, it gets converted into sugar, it gets converted into, fat deposits that distribute evenly throughout your body. So you need the carbs. You just need complex carbs, like your grains, your pastas, stuff like that. But you don't want to eat it in excess, with all things, all in moderation. Like, you can't just eat bananas all the time, because I think it's like apples. If you eat apples all the time, you'll die of fucking cyanide poisoning. Because apples have very, very, very minute traces of cyanide in them. At least in the seeds. Carbs also build your glycogen stores. Yep. Yes, listen to Noah. Make sure that you're taking care of your body and you're eating healthy and you're eating right. Because even Michelle Obama, the whole time Obama was in office, Michelle was out here being like, y'all need to eat right. Y'all not gonna be out here overweight and obese and shit, not able to walk up the stairs without dying of a heart attack. Like, y'all gonna get out in this motherfucker and be active. Do y'all remember the Worldwide Day of Play? Who remembers that? That was a really big thing on Nickelodeon. I had the pleasure of going to one of those. They had like a big event, and it was on the White House lawn. And it was all these celebrities, all these actors from Nickelodeon came, all these basketball players. It was fucking awesome. It was televised on like every public network imaginable. Cartoon Network broadcasted it. But yeah, it was basically an event created by Michelle Obama to encourage kids to get active and just play tag, jump rope, football, flag football, fucking like anything under the sun, basketball. LeBron James went to this event. My brother actually got to meet him. I was very jealous. I'm not even on front. I was a little jealous. And I'm trying to think, who did they have playing there? Like, all your bands from Nickelodeon, like all your famous bands at the time played there. Leon Thomas, back when he was still on Victorious, he was there. Him, Ariana Grande, Victoria Justice, they were all there. The cast of iCarly was there. Big Time Rush was there. I'm trying to figure out who else. It was a whole big thing. And I never see shit like that ever again. And it makes me so sad. Hey, Diego. Michelle would tell us to move our ass. Yes! She was really like, it's time to get active and get out there. You know, it's the worldwide day of play. We need to teach our kids to be healthy and active. And to move and really groove and like dancing, do whatever. She always advocated for that, and she was trying to change the school lunch systems so that, you know, they incorporated more healthier foods into, and not just processed slop. They were like, you're gonna put actual fucking effort into feeding these goddamn kids, not giving them prison food, leftovers from another school. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Everything that changed in the school lunch system for the better, you owe that to Michelle Obama. She's the reason that happened. Because she was really on the department and the Board of Education's necks. And she stayed on their necks. She said, y'all are gonna feed these kids some proper fucking nutrients, damn it. They are not prisoners. They're children. Oh my god, yeah, that was when Ariana had, because that was the first thing I noticed from Ariana was the red Kool-Aid hair. And I think she said that the dye was literally making her hair fall out. It was because she had to use so much of it, and she had to keep dyeing it every single day. She said after a while it started making her hair fall out, and it was getting bad. So she ditched the red look altogether. Yes, shout out to Mama Obama. Shout out to the former First Lady. She may not be the First Lady anymore, but she will always be my First Lady. Just like President Barack Obama may not be the president anymore, but he will always be my president. My president is black and my Lambo is blue. Now get out of here before I smack the fuck out of you. But we have reached our 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna get some sleep. Because it's Friday night, and I gotta edit some stuff. I want to edit this reaction to the actual diss track. I want to edit that down and put it up. And then I want to get my official review for the future album. I'm working on that right now. This is like it's kind of scripted, but it's more like I typed out my actual thoughts as I was listening, that I didn't use in the live stream. And I'm going to put that into a constructive video where I'm, calm and collected. I'm in reviewer mode. I'm going to start doing like actual reviews. And I think that would be very fun. Just putting like thought pieces out there to share with other people, and explaining why I rated it this, and this in my personal opinion. So I think that'll be really fun. So look out for that one. It's going to be a lot shorter than the actual album reaction itself, just because I'm kind of breezing through the songs, saying what I liked about it, saying what I didn't like about it, and then moving on. So he finally got back to me, thank God. That's an Ontario problem right now. Okay, so he's on the other side, so he's not really affected by it. But it's definitely affecting us. People on the East Coast and in the Midwest, make sure that you wear masks when you're outside, because Canada is on fire again. And the smoke is moving south along the East Coast. According to the Weather Channel, our air quality is very bad. Terrible. Not good. We're in China territory right now. It's just nothing but smoke and smog in the air. Like, my dad literally said it's so bad you could taste it. You could taste the smoke in the air. That's how bad it is. But prayers to all of the people in Canada who are experiencing some sort of fallout from these wildfires. please, whoever is in that area, please stay safe. Evacuate to wherever you need to. I really hope that there were no casualties. I know they experience this every year. It's very common. They even have their own dedicated website with a map that shows you where the affected areas are, and they update it every time a new wildfire happens. So please pray for all of the people that have been affected by these wildfires so far. And for those on the East Coast, make sure that you're covering your mouth when you go outside. Do not inhale that smoke. That is very dangerous. Smoke inhalation, it'll fuck your lungs up. So just please be careful when you're going outside if you're on the east or like even slightly Midwest, like not like super Midwest, but like, I don't know, Mississippi territory, like Michigan. Yeah, if you're in Central or Eastern Standard Time, please be careful. But yeah, Tom is passed out on the floor. He had a bit of a kegger last night. He was home by himself. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna starfish on my bed and I'm gonna pass out. But I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time just sitting here yapping and chatting with you guys. I might go live again. I don't know. I might do it later on. I might just take the night off. I don't know. Because I have to work again tomorrow night. And I definitely want to get something out before I go to work again. Because after that, I'll have a few days off. And then I'll be able to go live as many times as I want. Because I have to balance this along with my work schedule, I gotta be a little more reserved when it comes to what I do on YouTube and when. Because I'm trying to make it my job, but I still have to have my main job as the main source of income until the YouTube part becomes my main job. So it's a process. We're getting there slowly. Yep. I want to get to the point where my parents don't have to worry about money for nothing. No debt, no tax debts, no being in debt to the IRS. Like, I want to be able to, I don't know, I want them to be able to live comfortably. I want them to live out the rest of their lives in comfort and not being hounded by the government all the time. I don't know. I just want something. I just want better things for my family, you know, because they went out of their way and bent over backwards to make sure that I had a decent childhood. So the least I could do in return is give them a retirement that's peaceful, you know, that's peaceful and prosperous. So it's more than just myself that I do this for. Like, I do this for me, I do this for you guys, I do this for other people out there who may be uninformed about certain things going on within music culture. I do it for my parents, because ultimately, what better way to help them out and make money than by doing something that I love, doing something that I'm passionate about. So, I don't know. A fool's dream. It's a Poe woman's dream. Poe man's dreams. I just want my family to smoke good, eat good, live good. It's as simple as that. But as always, I have been Nixus, and I will catch you guys in the next live stream. See ya.